Hello, hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me on today's lesson about learning to go with the flow. Going with flow doesn't mean being passive. It means being actively accepting and deeply engaged with what is instead of what isn't. Life is always changing and flowing onward like a river. It's never going to be perfect, and even the best things end. But there's beauty in the sadness, and there's wisdom in the changes. Definition of going with the flow is to be relaxed and accept a situation rather than trying to alter or control it. How often do you find yourself trying to alter or control a situation? There are 9 ways of learning how to go with the flow that we will cover today. Number 1, know yourself. You have to get to know yourself before you can go with the flow. Take a look at your thoughts and keep track of the patterns you engage in that create resistance and rejection to the reality around you. Focus on what it is about you and your relationship with yourself that leads in the direction of resistance to the present moment. Number 2, just breathe. The importance of breathing can't be overstated. Not only does breath give us the oxygen that keeps us alive, it brings us back to the present moment. Breathe in, then breathe out. Feel your existence in the present and let go of the analysis and need to control. Let go of the need of needing to control. Be in your happy place. Stop trying to demand of yourself or life to change or be other than you are. Let it be. Just breathe. Number 3, the big picture. When something goes wrong in life, it can sometimes seem like the end of the world. Usually, though, it's just us failing to see the big picture. Plus, even the end of the world could be the start of something far greater than any of us can imagine. The analogy I like to use with my clients is think of your existence being inside of the box. Instead of being inside of the box with yourself looking around from within the box, think about stepping outside of the box and looking down on yourself in the box from a larger perspective. Number 4, practice makes perfect. The whole point of going with the flow in life is to stop trying and just be. In order to be perfect, you must accept being imperfect. In order to practice, you must stop demanding yourself or life to be different. Drop your set of conditions on life and see what it's putting in front of you. Even if it's really bad or unacceptable, consider what you can do to change it. If there's nothing you can do, then practice acceptance and self-mastery. If and when you fail, accept that and keep breathing. Number 5, take it step by step. Many of us, myself included, have deeply ingrained habits of resistance to the present and to things we can't control. Even when we accept and go with the flow, there's that part of us, sometimes a pretty big part, that still wants veto power. There's the part of us that is fine with going with the flow as long as we still get what we want in the end. That's the mindset and habit that will take time to slowly fade. As you release expectations and demands on life and learn to see what it's showing you, this will begin to lose its grip. Accept the parts of your experience that bother you a little and work your way up to the harder issues. Give yourself patience for those blocks that continue to persist. Take the journey step by step. You never know how far the path might take you. Number 6, laughter is the best medicine. It really is. So much of what drives us nuts and frustrates us could be seen as funny in a larger context. Got cut off in the line at the store? How hilarious that a big man with a mustache was so frantic to buy his corn nuts. Waiting at the doctor's office for a diagnosis you're worried about? Didn't you ever just laugh at how stupid so many of those magazines and doctors' lobbies are? Who chooses those things? Do they make their money just off doctor and dentist subscriptions? Are they written to be hollow crap on purpose? Just laugh. Laugh in the face of chaos. You'll be surprised at how it loosens things up in the face of seemingly insurmountable situations. Number 7, write it down. This is a big one. There's just something about writing words down on a page that's healing and clarifying. Note down the steps of your journey on going with the flow. Be easy on yourself, but also be accurate. What's still triggering you? What's in the way of going with the flow? And could you learn to let it be so that it's not in the way and can go with the flow through acceptance of moving at your own speed? Number 8, turn inward. One of the best ways to go inward is through meditation. It's amazing what turning inward and letting your body and mind heal itself can do. To let yourself breathe in and out and observe how you're interacting with yourself and with life. Number 9, resign as director. Imagine life is a movie and you're sitting in the director's chair. You're yelling out orders and suggestions, but nobody is listening. The set is falling apart, and your lead actor is laughing his ass off with another actress. You feel enraged. Aren't you in charge here? It's time to walk away. You can't control others, and the more you try to do so, the more disempowered you will become and bitter and locked up in resistance. Let others walk their journey and live their truth. If it's your significant other, best friend, or family member, it's going to be tough. And it's perfectly fine to be honest with those around you and tell them your hopes and perceptions. But you need to draw the line at actually trying to pressure and control their behavior and decisions. You can't, and you shouldn't. You are in charge of yourself and no one else. So resign as director. Thank you for joining me on today's lesson about going with the flow. I hope you found it helpful. As always, remember to choose love. You are loved. Have a lovely day.